4-deck mixing. Why would you possibly need 4 individual tracks to DJ? I'm going to teach you today. My name is Christo, this is Middle 8 DJ Training, and let's get right into it. So every DJ deck that you're going to play on has at least 2 channels. That's the standard, right? So I will always use, personally, my main 2 tracks for songs. But what's wonderful about having 4 tracks is you can put anything you want there to expand your DJ sets, whether it's 2 additional songs, or in the case that I'm going to show you today, you can put samples, you can put loops, you can record in live elements and assign them to decks. So let's go through just a couple of those today.
First up, loops.
One of my favorite ways to use 4 decks is to assign loops. So you can find loops just about anywhere on the internet, but I have created a bunch of my own loops in my own production software. You can make your own in a free DAW like GarageBand, or on something like Logic or Ableton, or simply go to one of a million resources online to find loops that you like of your own and drop them into their own tracks. So a lot of times I'll drop 8 individual loops onto a single track so I can assign them to hot cues and make loops out of them. So I'm going to show you what that looks like really fast. Here in my tracks, you'll notice I have a bunch of loops set up already. And I'm just toggling through them right now. Simply by making sure I have beat sync on, it's always going to stay tied to the music that is playing out live. And I leave quantize on so it makes sure to swap between these different samples that I'm selecting right on beat. And I can feel out a groove in my ears before I present it to the crowd. So let's see what this looks like in action. I'm going to go here to my deck 2. This is one of the songs that would be playing out to people. This is one of my tracks. It's called Wicked Grooves. And I'm going to go back here to my loop library, and I'm just going to select one of the loops and start playing over the top of this track until I find one that I like. Normally I'm going to do this in cue, so only I'm hearing this. I'll present the loop only after I feel like one has a nice groove with the song. So I quite like this loop, and you see they work well together. I'm just using this as a way to add a little additional groove to the song. So this 3rd track here is designated today for loops.
Next trick, scales.
How else might you be able to add a little flavor and use these 4 decks? I'm going to jump over here to the 4th deck and show you another thing that I have set up here. And essentially I will go and make scales. I'll have another video about this. If you're interested, make sure to hit me up in the comments below. But essentially, I will take 8 individual notes and make major and minor scales. Those are the most common scales that you're going to come up onto in popular music and dance music, hip hop. And I'm going to assign instruments to these hot cues, similar to this over here. But I'm going to leave nice long tails. They're just single notes that are ringing out. So in this case, I have a guitar. This is what that sounds like. And that means that if I turn off quantize up here, I can go back over to the guitar and I can strum out anything I want. You can play in melodies and all sorts of things. I've added a little bit of atmosphere here with the space. So, where is this interesting? Because I've written this in the key of A minor, I can simply go here and I can change up the key, go up and down the scales, and make sure I'm matching the song that I'm presenting, which is in 4A on the Camelot wheel. So I'm going to go back here to my track with the extra groove I added in. Now I'll go here and add on my guitar. So now that we have 3 of our decks going, I'm going to introduce in our 4th deck, the next song in this session, and we'll be using up all 4 of the channels that we have available here. Super cool, let's get into it. So there you go, we have 4 decks going. That's a couple really interesting ways to use the decks. It's really endless what you can do here. A lot of times I will funnel in a piano on one of these channels and I'll use a live piano to make little top melodies. Or I have a drum over here and I will use a live drum, or sometimes I'll even record in something like that. I can assign it to one of these channels here. So let me show you what that looks like really, really fast.
Instruments.
And just like that, I have the shaker assigned to deck 4. Deck 4 is now taken up with this little shaker. It can be anything. It can be your vocals. It can be little ad-libs. It's a super fun way to use one of your decks here.
Slap some vocals on it.
Lastly, what I'm going to show you, and there's a million ways to do this, is I have a DJ Tools folder here. I'm going to go to my acapellas and just pull up a random track. I'm going to assign it to 4 here.
They know what is what, but they don't. They know. They know what is what, but they don't know what is what. They just strut. They know what is what, but they don't know what is what. They just strut. They know what is what, but they don't know what is what. They just strut. What the fuck? 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 What the fuck?
And there you have it. A couple additional ways to use these extra channels here beyond just playing music that adds a little bit of extra flair, that gives you a little bit more personality in your DJ mixes, and honestly, once you practice, makes it a lot more fun. But that's it for right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave any comments or questions down below. I'll make sure to answer them. Or if you give me some ideas for future videos, I'd love to make some more videos for you. As for now, toodaloo, my name's Christo. See you soon.